Ownership's the best way to build wealth, and buying a business is the fastest way to get there. I found a German beer hall in midtown Manhattan that you can buy for as little as $147,500 down and net $265,000 per year after making your monthly loan payments. Most assumes you use a 10-year, 11% interest SBA loan with 5% down to purchase this $2,950,000 business. Now, we might have started off sounding excited about those numbers, but to be honest, when we break down, I just don't think they're that good. I don't think this is a great price. So the advertised cash flow is about $730,000. So that means we're selling at about 4 times cash flow. And that's really just too high for a bar in the middle of New York, and especially given the environment in New York City today. Generally, the office and retail environment in the city is really struggling. Obviously, work from home, people working outside of the city and lower cost markets have really done a number on the city. And that means there's going to be fewer people to go to happy hours at this particular bar. But on the positive side for this, I'll say, assuming that the advertised numbers are their actual 2022 numbers, that should reflect a lot of that decline. I think there's a long path up for the city, but I think the trajectory is, at least as far as the downward trajectory, should level out here. So that'll help somewhat. Now, one thing you could use to your advantage in that situation is trying to negotiate a lower rent. So in this instance, the monthly rent is $25,750 per month, which sounds like a lot, but it's a big bar. Works out to about $62 per foot. So hopefully you can try to negotiate the rent, but honestly, $62 per foot in this part of the city, most of the other spaces we could find available were listed over 100. Now, there's a big difference between someone asking over 100 and someone actually paying over $100 a foot, but we'd love to try to negotiate lower rent, but we're just saying that it might be tough because this rental rate is already pretty good. Some of the cost per foot is lower just because it's such a big space. Most bars are a little on the smaller side. This one is rather large. Now, I think this could be interesting if we could get the price lower to something closer to 3 times cash flow, which means if we get closer to $2 million than $3 million, then I think you're going to be compensated for the risk you're taking. I'd say at 4 times cash flow and all the risk that go with this business, it might not be worth it. It sounds great to make $265,000 off of $150,000 investment if you do 5% down, but you just got to account for volatility and margin for error, and I'm just not sure there's going to be enough margin for error on a percentage basis to make me feel comfortable. So reach out if you want to talk more, and let us know if you want our help evaluating any businesses.